Hello guys, Ashley here, also known as Asian fan, and I'm back here with another video. And like I said, I am going to do my Gossip Girl video. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do it to if I get time, I might do it on the day, but I'm planning on finishing Cobra Kai later on tonight, so we'll see how that goes. But if I don't, I'll make my Chuck and Blair rant tomorrow. My thoughts on them as a couple. Well, you guys already don't know. I love Chuck and Blair together. But, I'm just going to just discuss, everyone talking about the toxicity and everything like that. And don't get me wrong, there was toxicity moments, but I'm gonna get into it when I get into it. But there's not video right now for it. But today I thought I would give my review on The Karate Kid, the 1984 movie, starring Ralph Macchio. So I remember watching movies a lot when I was a kid, but I have no recollection or any memories of them. So when I started watching Cobra Kai from the beginning, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch The Karate Kid because everybody said it's just such a perfect movie. It's a cult classic, and everybody seems to only really love the first one. And the first movie is the only one that got a good Rotten Tomatoes score out of all three of them. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch all three movies. So I started watching The Karate Kid, and here are my thoughts. I absolutely love The Karate Kid. I thought it was a really great underdog story about Daniel LaRusso. I really did like it. I really did like the story. It kind of reminded me of Rocky, but if Rocky was a kid. Like, that's kind of what it reminded me of. Daniel is very a character you could very easy root for because he's such an underdog and everything. Like, the fact that he was just a poor kid from New Jersey coming to California. If I believe that's when he moved, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was California. He moved to California. He was a senior. His mom got a new job opportunity. He didn't really make a lot of friends and everything like that. Like, he was really just someone you could easily root for, and just made like everything really easy to like him. I love the dynamic. I love the friendship between him and Mr. Miyagi. I hope I'm saying it right. I thought him and Mr. Miyagi, I really liked the friendship. They really have great chemistry, him and Pat Macchio. I think his name was Pat. The guy that played him was Pat. I don't remember his last name. But I think they really do have great chemistry, and you can easily tell that dynamic was worked on. It wasn't forced. They had to work on that. And I really did like that. I feel like, to me, I would probably say if there was one thing I feel like I needed to see more of in the film, probably a couple of things was, I would have liked to see a little bit more of Johnny, because in the TV show you get a little bit more of Johnny and his home life. I would have loved they would have dived into that a little bit more, but I understand this is a movie about Daniel, but it's like, it doesn't also hurt to know his opponent. I want to see a little bit more of Johnny, and I honestly feel like I would have loved to see a little bit more of karate, because once they get to the karate aspect of the movie of him learning how, I feel like it didn't really, like, the shit they do in Cobra Kai, I feel like I wasn't really seeing that in the Karate Kid. Maybe it was a little bit more tame, what they had to do on set, with maybe what they could afford, the budget, what they could afford, but, yeah, Mr. Miyagi told him about the balance. I feel like, to me, when Mr. Miyagi with his karate teaching, that it was more about being spiritually connected to yourself. That it's about learning to pretty much defense, learning what to do in that exact moment when someone is trying to put their hands on you and hurt you. That karate isn't about starting a fight; it's about defending yourself from a fight. And I feel like it was just more about a spiritual thing for him, which I really did like. I'm thinking like I'm getting more of a spiritually vibe than like kind of like how John Kreese was teaching them, like pretty much teaching them how to kill somebody in a fight. It's when I was teaching Daniel how to just be spiritually connected with karate, and it was good. I did like the whole wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. That was like, You know, Daniel thought that he was wasting his time. Even I thought for a little bit that I thought he was wasting his time, thinking like, damn, what he do? Hire him to be a goddamn maid? He's painting his fences. He's waxing down the cars. Like, what the hell is he doing? And then when he said, show me wax on or wax off, and then they started doing the training, he was like, there you go, you learned. You did learn something. It was very iconic scene. It's a lot of iconic scenes in this film. I did like the scene where, on the beach, when he was learning how to stand on the, I would just call it a pole. He was trying to learn how to stand on a pole and everything. That was pretty cool. I would say the final battle, and like the whole final battle at the end, very rushed. I'm gonna just say, I know this is everyone's movie. Listen, it's a great movie. Don't get me wrong, but that final battle, it was like not just him and Johnny, but everything. All of it just felt so rushed. It was like somebody could punch someone or kick somebody, and it was like, okay, that's the end of the fight. And like him and Johnny, like that fight scene just felt so rushed to me. Like everyone talked about that he was such an overrated fighter in the movie. I would say, yeah, they both weren't the best fighters. I can't even. I watched it last night. I can't even remember what happened. Like I know Daniel kicked him, and then that was pretty much the end of the fight. But it was just like, it was alright. Do I think Daniel deserved the trophy? Yes, because he was the underdog and he only trained for 6 weeks. It was no reason why Johnny lost to somebody who literally just trained for 6 weeks. But Daniel was the underdog, and it made a lot of sense for him to go out on top because he didn't do nothing to Johnny. So for everybody who said that Daniel was the bully, the shit up in here, stop it. He was not the bully. On that beach scene, Johnny was the bully in the whole film. He almost killed Daniel. And I'm forgetting that him and his friends almost killed him off that cliff for like no reason. They almost killed him. They jumped him at the Halloween party because, well, Johnny deserved it. He deserved to get that water splashed on him for pretty much beating him up for no reason, for just trying to protect Allie. He was just trying to protect her because he was being an asshole. Johnny, he was just being a complete douche. But that too, I think Ralph and Elizabeth Shue, I do think they do have really good chemistry. I know a lot of people prefer Daniel and Kimiko, which I'm on the second movie right now, so I'm gonna let you guys know if I agree, because a lot of people said they were in game, and like, I'm like, okay then, I guess there's no Daniel and Allie shippers. I actually do ship him and Allie, but I do feel like the biggest problem that someone did point out is that I feel like I didn't see enough of them. Like, I feel like I needed to see a little bit more screen time with them, and I feel like they didn't have enough. And then to know in the second movie that she just cheated on him, that was just like stupid. But maybe they couldn't get Elizabeth Shue back, so it was just dumb. It's like, if that's the case, then it was unfair them being together, in my opinion. Like, what was the point? To know that she just cheated on him, like, it was like stupid. And then this bitch, sorry, bitch. But then when this bitch wrecked his car, she totaled his car, and then she cheats? Like, that's what we do? That's what we doing. Okay, Allie. Oh, okay, Allie. Okay. Like, okay. Like, I really don't have nothing really bad to say about the movie. I thought it was, like, really good. I could understand why a lot of people liked it, because it's just a perfect underdog story. It's very simple. You can like the character. I would say the karate is a bit, like, dated. It isn't the best karate I've seen. Compared to Cobra Kai, oh my gosh, the karate stuff in Cobra Kai it's 10 times better than the stuff in Karate Kid. Like, I haven't seen the second or third movie, but I'm talking about just based off the first one, way miles better. The shit that I've seen in Cobra Kai, miles better. Well, I haven't watched Cobra Kai from the very beginning. I started watching seasons 5 and 6 of my sister. So I kind of have no idea what happened before then. But, like, I did enjoy watching seasons 5 and 6 with her. Like, we watched all of season 6, and like, I'm having a lot of fun watching it. We're on the last episode right now, season 6, but yeah, I don't know, I have nothing bad to say about Karate Kid. I think it was, like I just said, a very perfect movie with a great dynamic between Daniel and Mr. Miyagi. I really liked it. I thought they really had great chemistry. I think Mr. Nagi taught Daniel a lot about life and being spiritually connected to yourself and to the world, learning the balance of life and yourself. Like, it was just a lot of me. It was just a lot of spiritual stuff, and I think I really like that because I feel like it's always important to know who you are spiritually as a person, what you believe in, your morals, and everything like that. I think that's very important, and I feel like that's what he really wanted to teach Daniel is spiritually who he is, and wanted him to learn that. So I don't think, as much as I do think the karate moves are dated in this film, I would say what made Daniel win was his heart. It was necessarily the moves. His heart and him being spiritually connected is what helped him win against Johnny. I was gonna say that's cheesy, but that's just how I took it from the film. That's what I believe. That it wasn't the moves, it was his heart that got him there, and he did it. So it was just a really good underdog story to me. I really liked it. So yeah, I don't have really nothing bad to really say about Karate Kid. I could definitely understand why a lot of people like it. It's a really great movie. I would think if you haven't seen it, watch it. You really won't be disappointed. The movie, they say the movie is 2 hours, but it really don't. It has really great pacing. It doesn't ever feel slow or like ever. It don't ever feel slow or just like it's moving too slow. It kind of, I want to say it's fast, but you can digest everything and you can pay attention to everything. Like you don't have like it's an easy movie to follow. Like I've seen movies where it's like it's so hard to follow because I'm trying to understand but I don't. But this movie is very easy to follow. We're just following Daniel and his journey to him learning how to fight back, him and Mr. Miyagi, everything. His relationship with Allie, all of it. That's what we're learning here, and it's just very simple. A very simple, great movie that I think everyone would enjoy, and I personally really did like it. And it's a movie that I will watch over and over again because I liked it. So yes, I did. I do apologize for not seeing it until now at 21, but I feel like you gotta rewatch movies when you get a little bit older to comprehend them. So yeah, when I didn't even I was always into movies when I was younger because of my dad. He's a big, huge movie buff, and so am I. I absolutely love movies. I love shows. But the more I got older and got to my late teen years, that's when I started appreciating the arts and the storytelling and character development and the stories that movies tell you, that good movies tell you, what you can comprehend from them. That's what I started understanding, and that's why I'm so obsessed with movies and shows, and I do my own writing because I really love understanding the arts of how movies are told, how stories are told. I really do enjoy that, and this movie was really good. It was a great movie that had great storytelling, and I don't think anyone will ever be disappointed if they do watch it. So that's what I was doing The Karate Kid. I think it's a very A+ movie, and it's very good, and I don't regret watching it. So that is an Ashley. I'm the Ashley fan, and I'll see you guys next time.